This is the Bat Creek stone. It was found during the course of an official Smithsonian evacuation. The Smithsonian didn't understand the meaning of the writing on the stone. They thought it was Cherokee, since it came from Cherokee country. They didn't realize that it's actually Hebrew. They had published this originally upside down. They threw it in a box at the bottom of the Smithsonian, put it in the basement. Many years later, a scholar took it out of the box, looked at it, and went, oh my gosh, it's upside down. It's Phoenician, ancient Hebrew. So what's going on here? What is that about?
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. All right, we're Great Millstone. All right, you know, these the brothers in Charlotte. You know, I'm the brother Kazak. All right, we together back at you once again with an installment of truth. All right, once again giving all praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
What you see before you is the Bat Creek stone, found in Bat Creek, Tennessee. Okay, and basically, really, it's an incomplete writing because it's a small piece of a much larger piece of writing. All right, and basically, when you look at it, this is Paleo Hebrew. This is ancient Hebrew, but the mystery is, see, Esau, he claims he doesn't know what it says, and they'll lie to you. They'll tell you it's a hoax. Okay, if you pull up the first one you got. Because see, when you look at the beginning of it, now Hebrew is read from right to left. Now when you look at those first two characters, it's hard to pretty much make out what they say, you know, because that doesn't look like Paleo. And you're going to find out it's really not Paleo, but it's still Hebrew. Now the rest is Paleo, all right, but we have those two characters to break down to you what that says.
Okay.
Can you get the screenshot?
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. It's the very first one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just short. Yep. Now when you look at that, that says Quatazah. All right. Now you see it in the Paleo on the right, and it's in the Assyrian on the left. Okay. It says Quatazah, and it means end at the end of time, end of space. Okay, now so when you look at this on the right, it says Quatazah, which means at the end of time, and then the rest says La Yahawada. Okay, so at the end of time, or at the end of days, La Yahawada, which La is 2, or you could say 4. All right, and Yahawada is Judah. That's how you say Judah in the Hebrew. So at the end of time, 2 Judah or 4 Judah. So, you know, pretty much thinking in your spirit, what would you make out the rest would say? Because, see, you're going to come to find out there are 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, so this was pretty much Gad reaching out to their brothers.
They remembered us.
They remembered us, and they remembered the prophecies that at the end of days, we would join together. All right, so Quatazah, La Yahawada, at the end of time, 4 Judah or 2 Judah. We come together, man, as one nation again, okay? And Baba Kusha, we can get that, the second screenshot. You can just pretty much read, if you can read it for me.
Gotcha. It says Bat Creek inscription. It says the Bat Creek inscription, also called the Bat Creek stone or Bat Creek tablet, is an inscribed stone collected as part of a Native American burial mound excavation in London County, Tennessee. In 1889 by the Smithsonian Bureau of Ethnology Mound Survey directed by entomologist Cyrus Thomas. The inscriptions were initially described as Cherokee, but in 2004, similarities to the inscription that was circulating in a Freemason book were discovered. Howick's Kenneth Fetter says the peer-reviewed work...
Yeah, wait, is he calling it a hoax?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a hoax. But go ahead, brother.
It says, Kenneth Fetter says the peer-reviewed work of Mary L. Kawaz and Robert Manafort has demolished any claims of the stone's authenticity. Manafort and Kawaz themselves state the Bat Creek stone is a fraud.
And you Edomites are a fraud, and the Smithsonian Institute are nothing but thieves, you know, and that's what Esau does. He steals everything. Okay, so and they specifically said they got this stone from a burial mound. Okay, Baba Kushah, can you get that in Jeremiah?
Got you,
8:1, and then we with that what you got Habakkuk. Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 1. At that time, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they shall bring out the bones of the kings of Judah, and the bones of his princes, and the bones of his priests, and the bones of the prophets, and the bones of the inhabitants of Jerusalem out of their graves.
Right, now, that prophecy is speaking about Judah, but see, you're going to come to find out that same curse fell on the other tribes as well. Okay? They desecrated our graves. They got this stone from a burial mound, man. You know, they desecrated Gad's graves, you know, looking for gold, looking for precious stones, looking for riches. And it just so happened, well, not just so happened, ain't no coincidence, the Lord made them find the truth. Okay, and the truth is that we are the Hebrew Israelites, man. Okay, people of so-called Negroid and American Indian descent make up the 12 tribes of Israel, and this is proof. So it's not a hoax. And we was talking about it, man. Hey, this is how Glenn Beck got fired from Fox News.
Yep.
Okay, he spoke on this, man. Okay, so hey, this is all through the Spirit. Baba, should I get what you got out?
It's Habakkuk 2:14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea.
Yeah, so the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. Can you get that in Isaiah?
Got you, brother. This is Isaiah. So let me grab it. Isaiah chapter 11, and I'm going to start at verse 9. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 9 says, they shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushai as the waters cover the sea.
So it's saying the exact same thing. So that's archaeology. That's truth. Okay? You know, which archaeology means the study of the ancient. You know, the study of the ancient, the study of our origin. Okay? And us here in this truth, see, we're the real archaeologists.
That's right.
We're studying our past. This is about us. This is our history. It's not Esau's history. Okay? Yeah, you had something else, brother? Well, yeah, you can get your article, too.
Let me get that Psalms for you.
Okay, kind.
This Psalms 85:11. It says, truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down upon from heaven.
Bible, shall I read again?
It says, truth shall ring out of the earth.
Yeah, truth shall spring out of the earth. Truth is springing out the earth. Look at this, man. This came out of nowhere. Go ahead, brother.
And righteousness shall look down from heaven.
And that's going into the internet, because we're going to put this up later. Okay? Righteousness shall look down from heaven. Okay? Those satellites, you got a point you want to make?
No, it's just a confirmation in the spirit. You see what I'm saying? The Lord has confirmed the things that's written in the scriptures, man. For the ones that's carnal minded, for the ones that need to see it to believe it. You see what I'm saying? Well, we're giving it to you, man.
This is it.
You know?
I mean, what else can you say? What can you say after this? You know?
Because the evidence is proven that, you know, that we're the so-called Gadites, or the so-called Native Americans are Gad, man, because they customs correlated with how the Hebrews conduct themselves in the history, man.
Absolutely.
That's right, brother.
You know, they holidays or they holy days went straight with the Hebrews, man. You know, they had their own version of the Day of Atonement, you know, Passover, Feast of Tabernacles, and all that, man.
That's right. Even down to the very basics, they wore fringes on all their clothing. Okay, even today, they still speak a broken form of Hebrew. You know, so come on.
The characters for their languages, it closely resembles Hebrew. You know, the way they said certain words, you know, was like a form of broken Hebrew, man.
That's right, brother. And this is straight proof. You see, that's plainly, the brother showed you on his phone. That's plainly the Assyrian Hebrew to the right, and to the left is the Paleo. Okay, so come on, man. You know, but we're not doing for you. You know, doing for these guys that need things, they need proof. But this is for you brothers, man. You know, to strengthen your faith and these things that we speak. Okay? But yeah, we can read this on the side too. You know, you want to read it, Ashiar?
Yeah, I got you. All right. So we're gonna read from top to bottom. Okay. All right. Mysteries of the inscription. Is it Cherokee? All right. It says some people believe the writing is an ancient form of Cherokee syllabary, which existed long before Sequoia invented Cherokee writing in 1821. The writing was known to ancient Cherokee priests, but kept secret until the Sequoia revealed it. This legend continues to exist among Cherokee people today. All right. It says, but other people say not all the characters are part of the Cherokee syllabary. Today's Cherokee elders in the Tribal Historic Preservation Office and Culture Office do not believe the inscriptions is Cherokee.
Yeah, and you see the deception.
Right.
Because see, this is how you're really supposed to read it. But see, Esau flips it upside down. Okay? And that's what he does with everything. He's turning the things upside down.
Yep.
You know, the Lord's going to break the Edomite way.
Right.
Okay? Even in the West, they got us reading from left to right. We're supposed to read from right to left, man. You know, so this is right in your face. But yeah, we can read.
Right. Now here's the interesting part. It says, is it Hebrew? It says some people believe that the writing is a form of ancient Hebrew writing from about 2,000 years ago. Perhaps the stone was brought here by ancient travelers or traded from far away. Because you know the Northern Kingdom came over here. What was the year?
Yeah, around after 722
yep,
BC.
Exactly. So
yeah.
It says,
hey, so that lines up. They said 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So they were already over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It says perhaps the Cherokees and other American Indians are descended from the lost tribes of Israel. All right. It says some items in the burial, which the stones were later tested and given a date about 500 AD, and some say that the copper bracelets were like those worn by Jews in ancient Rome. Whew. All right. But here's the discrepancy here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Here's when things get ambiguous, man. The gray areas, man. We're not certain, all right? But other people say, experts say the writing is not correct for Paleo Hebrew. You see? So here comes the semantics. Here comes all the BS, all right? It says, and that is, Salaki, it says, and that errors are like those of modern hoaxes. The idea that American Indians descended from the lost tribes has been conclusively disapproved. Whew.
Oh, yeah, disprove. You can't disprove the truth.
Right.
You know, that's why the Spirit brought us here, man, because you devils are liars, you know? That's why it says that in Deuteronomy, Bible Kashah, can we get it? It's Deuteronomy 33, towards the end. We can read like the last couple verses. It's in Deuteronomy 33. Because see, the Most High is going to put an end to your lies, man. Okay? You are not the people of this book. Now you in the book. It speaks about Esau, but you're not the Israelites. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, Deuteronomy 23.
33 and we 28, 29. Come on.
Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 29. Happy thou art, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by Yahweh Shemel the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency.
Yep.
And thy enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places.
Yeah. So you're being disproved. You're being found out to be a liar, man. You know? Hey, because it says he is a liar and the father of it.
That's right.
You know, speaking about Esau. So, hey, you got it, bro. We can read the rest of it.
Yeah, come on. All right. Let's get back to that point. It says the idea that the American Indians descended from the lost tribes has been conclusively disapproved. Southern people were working native metal during this time and could have not created the copper bracelets.
Yeah. So southeastern. Hey, man, cause Gad was heavy here in the southeast, you know. But see, Esau didn't civilize you, man. You were civilized. You civilized Esau. You nursed them back to life. But they saying that you couldn't work with heavy metal. Come on, man.
Right. You taught them crop rotation, agriculture, you know, how to live off the land. It says no other artifacts or physical evidence supports this theory.
The Bible does.
That's right.
The scriptures. You got it, brother.
It says, so continue on. It says, is it a hoax? All right, is it a hoax? Some people believe the writing and the stone were created in the 1880s. It says, in place with a mound artifacts at the time of excavation. The writing resembles a Masonic text published in 1870 that would have been known to the excavator, who was a Freemason. Ancient stone artifacts with writing are extremely rare throughout human history. and Cherokee archaeology. Archaeological hoaxes were common in the 1800s, and many are well documented. This is the position of the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History, owner of the artifact.
They ain't the owner of nothing, man. No.
Thieves.
Yeah, thieves. That's right, brother.
Because they're the ones that set up to push forth these lies, man.
Right.
All right. It says, but other people say the character and integrity of the excavator are still being debated. Some scratches on the stone from the 20th century are newer than the inscription. The inscription has yet to be examined by an epigraphic.
Yeah, we don't need no epigraphic scientists, man. You know.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, once again, we're the real archaeologists.
That's right.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
It says an epigraphic scientist to determine the kind of tools used to create it. Further testing could to determine whether the stone was ever in a grave.
Liars. And they gonna ask at the end, what do you think? You know. But see, even what they have here at the bottom, well, that says, Kodash La Yahweh, which is holiness to Yahweh.
Right.
But we just broke down what this means. Now, this doesn't mean that. This means at the end of time, for Judah or to Judah. You know, because they remembered us, like the brother said, man. All right. But yeah, hey, man. And they're speaking about mounds over here. And that's where Esau got this artifact from. Okay. They have, you know, artist depictions of mounds, which were all throughout North America. And these mounds resemble pyramids because the same people that built the pyramids in ancient Egypt.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, we can close out on this.
Got one scripture for you.
Oh, yeah, you got it, brother.
And like you were saying about the mounds, the 10 tribes was building mounds in like you were bringing out in Assyria. You know, so like the brothers were saying, the same customs. All right. It's just proving that they're part of the tribes, man. You can't get around it.
That's right, brother.
Get one more scripture for you.
It's 2 Corinthians 13:8.
Yep.
But we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth.
You see? So all of this that we were reading, man, you devils can't do nothing against the truth before the truth, man. All right? We know who we are, man.
That's right, brother.
We don't need you Edomites validation, okay, to prove who we are, all right?
That's right, brother.
We know by faith, number one, but the Lord has provided the artifacts and the evidence in the world to further prove who we are.
That's right. That's right, man. The truth is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
That's right.
You know? Hey, and it says that in First Esdras, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, but that's it, man.
That's it.
You devils, you're only helping our cause.
That's it.
Okay? The elect are going to be gathered. You seeing it happen? We being gathered together right now by this word.
Right.
You know? But, you know, just to read a little bit of this.
Go ahead, bro.
All right? It says, Back Creek Stone. People built mounds throughout the southern Appalachians along creeks and rivers. The mounds were built using dirt from the house of each person in the community and ceremonies that symbolized people meeting together. All right, so it was a sacred thing. You know, it was used to bring God together. Townhouses were built on top of some mounds. Oh, townhouses, showing you not all Gadites lived in teepees like Esau tells you. Okay. The townhouses were community meeting places, each with a central fire. Some mounds included burials, but most mounds were not burial mounds because they were used as temples.
Yep, places of worship.
Yep, that's right, brother. They were used as places of worship. This stone tablet was discovered in 1889 in a mound with burials west of the Great Smoky Mountains. Where Back Creek enters the Little Tennessee River, excavations were being done to see if the ancestors of modern tribes had built the mounds, or whether a separate race of mound builders had done so. No, it was your ancestors. Your people did this, man. Excavations throughout the southeast proved that the ancestors of modern tribes built the mounds, including the Cherokees.
That's right.
Because of this, the stone and its inscription were initially thought to be Cherokee. Since then, people have proposed several theories. All right, so this is your writing.
Right.
Okay, your people did this.
Right.
Okay, so with that, we hope you brothers were edified. You know, and even you few sisters out there, you brothers got any closing statements or anything?
No, just the point that like you were saying, this is part of the several theories, man. One of the theories is the Native Americans part of the 12 tribes of Israel, and that's fact. You see?
Irrefutable proof.
Yeah, it's irrefutable. You can't get around it. They're part of the tribes, man. All right.
The truth, heavyweight champion of the world. All right, so with that, hey man, you Edomites are through. You know, you want to put our history upside down.
Right.
Okay. All right, and you being a Jew, you know, you being the real Jews, that's a hoax. Okay. So with that, we want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash, double honor to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, honors and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.